Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the Scorpios out there for June 3rd through June 9th. I just want to say I hope you all will have an amazing week, and just thank you guys for all your support, your likes, your comments, and to my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. And always remember that as a disclaimer that if this reading does not resonate, it's okay. Maybe my readings will resonate another day. And not only that, please keep in mind that these are general readings and they may not completely resonate with your situation. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on with the Scorpios for June 3rd through June 9th. Okay. Right off the bat, we have the Ten of Swords. With the Ten of Swords here, it's either you're putting an ending to something, Scorpio, or there's an ending that transpired. But whatever it is, the Ten of Swords is like the worst it can get. So the bright side of this is the worst, in my opinion, is over. This situation has reached a point that it could possibly be no return, you know? Especially look at all these swords in this man's back. Like, maybe you took a lot of swords for someone. Like, you really was there for them, and they just kept, like, stabbing you, and depending on, like, how much you cared and loved about them, and you just was just wanting them to change. But however, it comes to a point where it was either them or you, and it comes to the point, it's like, you know what, I can no longer deal with this, I gotta put an end to this. Like, no one is worth me losing myself or my sanity over. So we have the Ten of Cups and the Tower. So this could be an unexpected ending, but it is an ending so you can go into your happiness. I will say this, like, I've had a Tower moment that happened like that too. Like, it's kind of like how I met my partner. You know, I came out of a relationship where it was just like, you know what, I've done all I could do. I wasn't going to lose my mind over no one else. You know, as I got older, even though I'm like 28, I would really say when Saturn is going through my 5th house, I really started to get it together and really be more serious and really make decisions to really care about myself. And I was the type of person that would sacrifice myself for others. But what the issue was, I would sacrifice myself for others who would never do the same for me, right? But however, through that ending, it brought me my Ten of Cups, you know, with my partner I'm with now, that I've been with for like 3.5 years now. My longest relationship, ironically, was after one of the most tough endings for me, you know? But I stuck through. And I tell you guys this story because if you're going through this and you went through an ending with someone, you have no idea how you can meet someone. And it's while you're loving yourself. And I took time out to love myself. I wasn't in a rush like I was before. I really was like, I just want to focus on me. And then when I was so focused on me, not wanting a relationship, that's ironically when I got one. You know, so I really learned that when you stop chasing after things, they find you. So if you found yourself chasing after someone, it's not worth it. Someone who really knows your worth would treat you as such. And your Ten of Cups is here. So this person had to go. And it may seem like a Tower moment, but look how the universe is kicking people out your life, Scorpio, that has no business there. That it's time to end it. So you can feel Ten of Cups. So you could feel happy again around people and situations and enjoy life again. You know, nobody has time to, it's like, we're too old to be sitting here trying to tell people how to treat us and how to love us. It's like, you may not be responsible what happened to you as a child, but at some point, like, people have to grow up, like, period. Like, if you have these traumas, or figure out, like, what is going on, but it's the fact that the people who are aware of their traumas, is important that you stay away from people like that. Don't try to help people that aren't helping themselves. You know, and when we love people, we can stay in situations because we want more for them than they want for themselves, you know, and that could have been one of these situations. But the universe is ready for you to have your own happiness, Scorpio, and that's why some things had to come to an end. So I'm going to go into the clarifiers. here. Okay, so let me see why the Ten of Swords is here. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. There was definitely, sorry if it's a little glare. I have my light on because it's kind of dark. But anyway, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This was, as you see, it's like a man and a woman. So there was definitely an ending in a relationship. It could have been a long-term one too as well. And we have the Queen of Cups. You could have been intuitively picking up on this. You could have been seeing the universe's signs as well, but maybe you just, you know, we all do it. We don't think nothing of it, or we're not aware of certain signs the universe tried to show us. But intuitively, I feel you may not have known exactly what was about to happen, but you probably had this feeling like a tenseness with this person, or you just feel like something's about to happen, and it did, and maybe that's the Tower moment, which is interesting because I've had moments like that too. So if you felt like, oh man, I should have known, or this and this, we all go through it. So don't beat yourself up. You know, just take it as a learning lesson that to be more careful of your decisions, of who you choose to allow in your life, and also pay more attention to your intuition and what the universe may be trying to show you. So let's see why the Ten of Cups is here. We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is completely moving away after the ending because you chose to love yourself, Scorpio, which is so important. You see how this manifests with this Ace of Cups here? This is your self-love, right? Look, and it goes into the Ten of Cups. And you see the man and the woman here. Someone who you could build an emotional bond with, you know, but it took some time for you to find your own self-worth. And I feel that's what this person helped you realize. Maybe this person helped you realize what was your limits when it came to love. Sometimes we do need our limits to be pushed so we be aware of what we're going to accept and what we're not. And how we can fall in love with people that are no good for us and we want to see the best in them, but sometimes all the time, we should really pay attention to what somebody is showing us. And no matter how much we love them, we have to realize that it's our self-love that matters most, that people can wake up any day and choose to leave us. But if we put our all in people and we're not whole to ourselves, then it'll be a Tower moment like this, and then we feel devastated and we feel hurt, you know? So I really feel you're learning from this experience. I feel like you also embrace it, even though it's painful. But however, I've learned through a lot of my painful experiences, like I've learned the most about myself. I've learned the most strength about myself. And through me making the choices I did and finally coming to the point where I said no more. It was no more of words, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I care, oh, I love you, oh, I this, oh, I that. Like, you really had to show me. And over time, like a period of time, that's when I start to take you seriously. And maybe that's what you learn too. Like, man, maybe I let this person give me all out my element. Nobody really does that. And let me see and learn from this situation so I don't make this same decision again. So let's see why the Tower card is here. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, this was a long-term commitment too. Like maybe some guys are getting divorces or separating as well. For some Scorpios out there. Yeah. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Some Scorpios definitely could be going through a breakup this week of a long-term commitment. And I will say, this Tower has served its purpose, Scorpio. That's why this is ending. Because you have evolved since you've been with this person. And this is what I think we fail to realize sometimes, right? We be like, oh my gosh, why do these situations end with people? But we are not the same people as we were when we first met them. As you learn more about yourself, as you learn more about your traumas, you tend to outgrow people. And that's okay. And a lot of times we can stunt our own growth to be with someone because we love them. I've done it, you know. And it was never worth it because I always paid the price in the end. Because I always got the short end of the stick. So, what I will say to the Scorpios that are going through this, keep your heads up. I feel you just kind of outgrew this person, and the universe kind of just shook things up because the Ten of Cups is here. You see yourself in a different light. Like, you'd be amazed of the people you could meet after this, you know? Like, for example, I didn't see myself after my breakup, how I went from someone that barely called me, barely seen me, you know what I'm saying, to someone who supports me every day, and when they go to the store they think about me. Like, it was like day and night. But what I realized was it was myself, right? In that other relationship, I accepted that, and I look back at that like, wow, my self-esteem was that low. Like, I wanted a partner that bad. Like, I would just believe the words. I would just it still kind of gets me to this day, honestly. I can't lie. Because it's why we be so mad at other people. What we should realize is we're really mad at ourselves. You know, that person wouldn't have done us like that if we didn't allow it. And that's what I like to speak about in my readings, because a lot of people just be hating the other person, and they did this to me and they did that to me, but you chose it though. You chose to go back to these people. You chose to go back and allow this person to do that. So it's not all of their fault. You know, even on the other side, we have to take responsibility. Like, no, we may not have lied like they did. We might not have cheated like they did, but we also did a crime to ourselves. And then we want to consistently point the finger at the other person. And I see this all the time in comments, not specifically mine, but where people can be so hateful and be like, I hope they drop dead. I actually had one of those comments, actually. And I was just like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose to be with these people, and where's the responsibility on your half? They wouldn't have gotten far as they did if you didn't allow it. So I really feel that in this reading, it's just like, you know what? It's something I just got to learn from. And what you do, because the Ace of Cups, you see yourself more clearly. We all sometimes have low self-esteem where we accept things for people, but we have to start looking inside of why we fall in love with these people. We have to. Why do we fall in love with people who's emotionally unavailable? Why? Why do we fall in love with people who have a facade? So start looking at why you choose the people that you do, and you will find out a lot. And it's not easy. It's not easy, because I had to admit to myself, like, yo, Jazz, it's your dating choices that got you effed up out here. It ain't, you can't keep pointing the finger at this person hurt me, this person hurt me, this person hurt me, and I didn't have no part. No, I may not have lied and did all this other stuff, but the point was, I still accepted that treatment. And once I treated myself better, I got better. So, Scorpio, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I catch you guys next week.